Okay, check it out. We're talking about what you do wrong in your body language because you got things you have got to stop doing today. Watch closely, and I'll show you the 4 things to stop doing now. So my intention is to help you improve your life through better communication. Because you know how it is when things aren't going well between you and the people you care about because of some misunderstanding. You know, misunderstandings cause mishaps. When there's misunderstandings, there's mishaps, and then there's just misses. You know, like things you miss. You miss being on time, you miss opportunities. So miscommunication creates mishaps, which create literal misses, things you're just gonna miss out on. So let's get you out of that world and let's have you, literally get out of that tribe of thinking and help upgrade your listening skills so that you can do better. So I like to teach people how to improve some simple parts about their life when it comes to body language. Because body language is a really important part about communication. In fact, there is I would have to say 7 out of 10 people have no clue about body language. This is like zero attention. They're so focused in on listening with their ears that they're not even noticing what's going on with their movements. When a person moves their hands while they're talking, they're telling a story. It's kind of like a type of sign language. You know, when people don't speak with their lips and they use their hands to tell a story, that's called sign language. But if you can talk and you are moving your hands, it's a type of sign language. You're telling a story. Now, most people are pretty radical or random with their movements, but it does tell a story. So to help improve your communication skills, I've got a couple of things I want to go over here with you about your body language that is bad and body language that is good. You know, to help you stop doing this, start doing this. To be able to help you. Because as long as your body language is a little, random and radical and reckless, you could be sending messages to people that contradict what you actually are saying. You really could. You could be saying, kids, I just love you. And you're smacking your hand. Your kids are going to think that means a spanking, or they're going to think they're in trouble. But you did this move to try to create some intensity about all the love you have for them. Because what if you did this? Hey kids, I love you. And you put your hand on your heart. I saw a mom tell her kids that she loves them. And the way in which she went about it is she smacked her hand. And I watched the kids actually react almost in fear, like, does that mean mom's gonna smack me because she said that? You see, we need to pay attention to what we're doing with our body language because it is a visual language that is going on between us and other people all the time. And if we say one thing out of our mouth, but move in a different way, we are in a level of conflict and miscommunication, and now we just confuse people. So let's get you out of the confusion. Let's get you out of the confusion and talk about what really is bad. Okay, first, using your hands, people have a reckless way of doing this move. Hey, it's great to see you guys. Love that you're here to dinner with us. Haven't seen you guys in a long time. This is awesome. And one of the things they do is they do this push. And they use their hands and they'll just randomly say things like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. And they put their hands up as though they're stopping the person or that they're pushing the person. And they'll even do this move. God, it's so good to see you. I mean, you guys are just great. And literally the hand movement says, I have you in my hand and I'm just gonna toss you away. Or they do this throw away or move away movement. So stop doing this. Pay attention to where you use hand gestures and push. Because as I've worked with people over the last 15 years, over the last 15 years of helping people recondition and recalibrate their body language, I have found that people are unconscious of them doing this. They don't even see it. So start watching. I bet you do this at the wrong time. Next is the poke. You know, kids, you guys need to do your homework. I mean, look at this thing. This is a poke. This is like a spear, a knife, a stick. It's this long thing that's going like this towards people. And if somebody had a stick in their hand and they just kept pointing it at you like this, or a knife or something, after a while you'd be like, oh my gosh, stop it. So this particular thing of doing this gesture towards people, you literally are reaching into their life and literally poking them, energetically poking them. Now, some people do this on purpose to like literally irritate people. I don't think it's very nice. And I don't think it's a way to build relationship with people, but you see people do this where they point. And if you point at something, that's one thing, but when you poke at people, even if the person is 5 feet away, or maybe you're standing up doing a presentation and the audience is, 10 feet away. But to keep doing this is bad. Stop. You got to just stop. It does not cause people to like you, and it does not cause people to want to work with you or listen to you. Chop. This is another unconscious move where people will be speaking and they'll like sit there and do these moves like, today with our team, let's really work together. Really work together? That's like you got carrots on a cutting board, whack, and the carrot cut in half. That doesn't mean together. Chopping does not mean together. As a family, we are going to keep this house clean because the more we keep it clean and the more we do our parts, you're literally showing the people, I'm going to hack you up into pieces. That doesn't mean together. It doesn't work. So stop that one. Don't do the chop thing, but you got to watch because you're doing it. These are the ones that everybody do and they're not even paying attention. Then there's this one. I just really enjoy working with people. But look at this. It's like you're wrapping your hands around their neck. Yeah. I've seen parents say to their children, hey kids, today we're going to spend some time together and we are going to, and look what they're doing. It's like the kids are sitting there looking at mom or dad, or the team members looking at their team leader, and the team leader's doing this move, and it looks like the team leader or the mom or dad are like reaching over going, if you're close enough, I'm just gonna choke you. And it's so bad. I'm giggling because it's like we don't pay attention to this. But today you're gonna start paying attention to this and you are going to stop doing these. So these are the 4 you just gotta stop. Gotta stop. Okay, this is what you do to be able to adjust what you're doing so you can do some good, right? You want to be good at this, communicating and not being all weird. Open. Instead of doing this and this and this and this, you're open. It cracks me up when a leader says, you guys can come and talk to me whenever you want. And then they fold their arms. That's like I just slammed the door in your face. But to be able to be open as much as possible. That means not connecting your hands together in front of you, not holding onto your hands in front of you, not folding your arms. This means as much as possible being open. Now, when you're open, you're going to feel vulnerable. But guess what? When you're vulnerable, people actually want to connect to you. They want to communicate with you. They have questions. They want clarification. And the reason why you don't do this is because you think something bad's going to happen to you. Well, when you're doing this and this and this and this and this, that's when bad stuff happens because that's miscommunication. Be open. Open up your gestures so that people can talk to you. Also, reference your heart. More often, reference your heart like, hey, it's great to see you. Oh my gosh, thanks for being here in the meeting today. Kids, oh my gosh, welcome to breakfast. You're going to love your breakfast. Literally just reach up and tap your heart. Now that could be a new one for you. Totally could be a new one because you're not used to touching your heart. But that's people who see people who touch their heart. It's like, oh, this is a good human being. They touch their heart. Good to practice. Next one, move your hands in a much more gentle way, not fast and poking like you're not a karate person. You're not trying to beat people up. Move your hands in a much more gentle way. And when you reach out to somebody, slow it down just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. But be more gentle. It works. And the last one, it's okay to literally reach out and do a movement as though you were gathering. Like, hey, I'm really glad you guys are all here today for this class. And it's super cool to have you all here. But you're literally you're reaching out and drawing them to you or drawing them near you. Instead of, holding out, poking, chopping, choking, all that stuff doesn't work. It causes extra problems. You got it. You know what to do. Make it better. But first, stop doing this. It makes you look so bad. As a parent, you're probably doing this. As a husband and wife, you're probably doing it. Boyfriend, girl, you're probably doing this. And you're wondering why there's this distance between you and other people. Our body language tells people how far away we should be from you. Your body language tells us if we should run from you or if we should be next to you. You need to practice your body language. You are not qualified and certified to run that body. You went to school to learn how to talk and how to write, but you need some training on this and start here. Let go of these 4 and watch at how many people in the world do this. It's a bad situation. So help them gently. Suggest to people you love to stop doing these too. So here at 3 Key Elements, we're all about connection and really building up great relationships. And that's why I covered this with you today. But hey, don't go too far. Click the subscribe button. It'd be awesome to be able to send you some more training that you can watch, listen to, and really make daily improvements. How are we supposed to get better if we don't improve, right? Click subscribe. Ooh, and also I've got some extra for you. Click on the link here below, just right here below, click on the link, and I've got some additional training for you about body language. Hey, I'm here to help. And with each one of these steps, I hope that your life takes a step in the improvement direction. It always feels good. So click the link, subscribe, and we'll see you again tomorrow.